but what none of that Nipsey name, he didn't own none of that because the people that owned it would sell it to me shortly therefore after he was just the face of it.
Click like. Wack 100 claims Nipsey Hussle didn't actually own his brand as we thought. What are your thoughts on this?
They was tripping on the strip mall. Hate to bust y'all bubble, those of y'all listening, but wasn't none of that shit in Nipsey's name. He didn't own none of that shit. I called him when he wanted to call me. He called me and Nip was never enemies, bro. Me and Nip talked on the phone. When I wanted to call him, I called him. When he wanted to call me, he called me. The only time we was at odds is when Big U went over there and they his brother and they went to I belt one of them out and Nip said, Wack, you stand on the side with him. So the whole time they was at odds, I was guilty to affiliation or to association. So it was me because I was with him. So when they got back right, actually, I'm lying. Before they got back right, I ran into him at Platinum. I wish K-Slay was alive.
Platinum Motorsports.
Yep, and he said, Wack, we need to holler. He by himself, I'm by myself on Melrose. He up here in his Maybach, I'm in the Rose, right? He said, Wack, what's your real problem with me? You shouldn't be in 60 business. I said, I ain't 60 business. That's y'all business.
J-Stone blew the story up, though.
Hold on. I said, my problem with you is this. There's no J-Stone around. It's just me and Nip.
Yeah.
Right? My problem with you is this.
Blew it up, though.
Look, I said, my problem with you is this, homie. When you was nobody, you called on me because you didn't have New York radio. I called my brother K-Slay. He brought you to his show 3-4 times. He spun your music on Hot 97, Shade 45. He took you to the clubs, blew it up on the East, did he not? Yeah. Slay asked for a verse. You say you gonna give it to him. You took 2 months. Within that 2 months, you got into it with Big U. And because you got into it with Big U, you said K-Slay verse. But you wasn't on New York radio because of Big U. You was on New York radio because Wack asked Slay to do so. So you got me looking crazy. He said, Wack, call Slay. I owe him an apology. I called Slay right on the spot. He got on the phone, told Slay, he right there with me. I was right. That was my issue with. And ever since that day, he gave me his number. We was back online. I don't know all these other, bro. I just know him. I don't know J-Stone, all these, bro. Every time I talk to Nip, it was Wack and Nip. Or Wack, Nip and Game. Or Wack, Nip and Big U. And that was very few times. I got more conversations one-on-one than anything. So what I'm saying is that man wasn't my enemy. And on the flip side, he do have kids. And on the flip side, Crip blood, a Paru and indifferent, he a West Coast. So that's why I've been stopping it from coming out.
Real quick, that kind of clears it up because a lot of people thought, you know, that tape that Wack is holding on to or protected.
All I'm
the grid program. You called him.
Now, I'm glad you said that.
Developing options.
Now, listen. Now, if you listen to what I said.
But I have a video of you accepting an award. It was all about Wack 100 and Pacoima.
3 years ago, right? And I'm going to speak on it. Now, remember, you bringing this shit up. So you making me speak on it. Do you want me to speak on it or do you want me to leave it alone? I'm going to defend myself. But within me defending myself, I'm going to have to say some other shit. So I'm asking you, do you want me to speak on it?
Explain it.
Okay, let me explain it. I have donated money. Listen, hold on. No, I have donated money to the Crenshaw Colts, right? Thousands of dollars for helmets and pads and all that shit. I've donated money for the paint to go cover up the graffiti. I've also donated my time and went down to the continuation school that was down there somewhere off of Crenshaw, right? When it was brought to me, it was cover up. It was school giveaways, back to school backpacks. It was the building of the Pop Warner football team. It was the covering up of graffiti. That's what developing options was to Wack. Now, as of about 90 days ago, I've learned there's other things going on developing options. Wack is not on the paperwork. I did not sign my name on no fucking dotted line saying that I'm involved in these programs. I simply donated to the football program, to the back to school program, to the Christmas program, to the graffiti cover-up program. So if you're asking me if I knew there was a fucking contract in there that says a police issued cell phone from 77th Street Division was issued and that you had to fucking report any gang activity going on in the area, the fuck I didn't know that. Now you asking questions and you opening up shit, you making me repeat shit. So,
hey,
you know,
Wack,
something else you want to ask?
Hey, Wack, do me a favor. Hey, tell your people to share the room, bro. Tell your people to share the room.
Nigga, Wack said you making me repeat shit. Come on, Wack.
I mean, bro, like, I didn't, like, bro, I tell you, look, if I tell you, listen, bro, if I tell you, hey, look, bro, we got this program for kids. We got this shit over here for the church, the elderly. We helping with wheelchairs and shit. We doing, we coming up graffiti in the neighborhood, and we doing fucking, turkey drives. And you like, bro, you want to donate? You like, yeah, nigga, I'll fuck with that. Hey, look, my nigga, you done looked out so much. We got an award for you, my nigga. You come receive the award. Year or two later, you find out that, nigga, we cooperating with the police on this. We doing that. We doing it. Nigga, I can't put that on you, bro. You didn't know that. You didn't participate in that. And what she trying to do is I was in there with 150 kids receiving trophies, and because I've donated my time and finances, motherfucker wanted to acknowledge me. What the fuck that got to do with all that other shit that's going on?
Because it's the same program.
How am I supposed to know?
Developing options that you say is a snitch program that you're not supposed to participate.
Big Chuck. How long it been since that work was sitting in, Chuck? How many months?
Well,
okay, when was that picture taken? Hold on, when was that picture taken you putting up? How many years ago? Me, Nick Cannon, the game, it was a bunch of us there. How many years ago was that picture taken?
You tell us, Wack. You should know.
You wasn't there. It was taken 2.5, 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
Question about the Cowboys.
Exactly,
shit,
and he's had his developing options program.
What about what I'm saying?
Contract with the city, since personally.
Take a picture on Wilshire Boulevard with a room full of Pop Warner football kids, right? They said, Wack, you come out to the games, you participate, the practices, you donated for the helmets and pads. You know, we want to go ahead on and acknowledge you. You telling me that because I did that, I'm supposed to know about the other shit?
Hell no, as long as you didn't get one of those blackberries, you're all right.
Yeah, what you saying? Like, how I'm supposed to know about the other shit?
I got a question about the Nip and the Cowboys shit.
They said they can't excuse you.
Nigga Hassan tried to lie and say, yeah, Big U, Wack had me on the three-way. You didn't know it's Super Bowl weekend, right? See where he tripped up and fell on his face, and she didn't even know this, right? We hadn't talked for 18 months. So that's what nigga like, nigga, weird, this bet ain't been on the phone. It been on for 18 months. People just didn't know it. And people didn't know, we had been not talking or fucking with each other for like 18 months. So when he said, yeah, Big U, I was on your three-way, you didn't know it, right? That's what niggas like, oh, you lying ass, stupid ass nigga. We don't even talk to each other. Because you gotta remember, the issue started, it wasn't my violation, it was a violation on his side, right? Down there 18 months, 2 years old, right? Where a nigga tried to snake me. That's why I mean what I say what I meant. In my motherfucking E1 bill, motherfucker, no. I bring the execs in this motherfucking there and talk about it. The nigga want to go there. Motherfucker know what they did, what they tried to do behind my back. My hand was too motherfucking strong. Suge Knight bitch ass was involved in it too. The plot went that deep.
This what I want to know, like, when it comes down to it, you did do an Instagram post, and on the Instagram post, so I'm trying to...
Just got to the pen, so Suge ain't been in there but a couple years, so I get the call for my bill, E1 bill, right? So Suge always been jealous of my relationship in the E1 bill. These are people he sold half his catalog to, right? So he felt like he got some type of leeway. Well, then whatever your relationship is, nigga, it is. Mine is what mine is, right? I got a whole lot of motherfucking hits, whole lot of number ones, whole lot of platinum albums in this bill, right? So this how I go. Draws goes to New York, goes to the bill. They take a meeting with him. They don't know what the meeting's about. He gets in there, he got Suge on the phone. Suge on the phone while he in jail, he tell the president, yo, Wack contracts, you should pull them from Wack and get him the big U. This man say, hey, for one, Wack is my friend. 2, Wack has even defended me against you, Suge, and you know it. 3, we make entirely too much fucking money with Wack. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? They call and they tell me. I don't say shit. I wait a whole week. I tell the homies around me what happened. I said, I'm gonna give it a week. After a week, I called Big U. Hey, homie, you wasn't gonna tell me you wasn't in my building? Huh? Oh, yeah, you wasn't in my building, my nigga. Yeah, they called me. Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, but, you know, if you'd have called me and let me know what he said while you was in the building, maybe I would have heard that. But it been a week, and you ain't woke me up to shit. I've been knowing by the time you got to the elevator, I knew. So the fact that you ain't told me nothing, I got to look at it like you was just as much in cahoots as this nigga. So you knew what you was going out there to do. Y'all plot planned it. You was with it. So I'm trying to understand, my nigga, like, you went in there to try to take what from what? This nigga Suge ain't nobody. They don't give a fuck about this nigga no more. But since that's what it is, we gonna do. You go your way, I go mine. Because at the end of the day, my resources has always been my resources. He can't tell you who he put me with, but I can tell you a list of motherfuckers that I done put him with. So it really wasn't no loss for me going my way. One thing about Wack, can't none of them niggas claim they put Wack in position. They the one put Wack here or did this for Wack. That shit the other way around. So when I cut the fat, it didn't hurt me. No way. So since that day, it wasn't no hollering anyway. The world just didn't know that. We didn't publicize that. This is why when I said what I said, niggas the biggest snake in the motherfucking world. It was what it was. My close niggas around me, they knew what it was. He know what it is.
Get in the comments with thoughts and share this video. We've been watching all of the drama play out recently. One thing many people aren't talking about is the platform that helped create this environment. Check out the full On Point Stories breakdown of No Jumper's role in taking down the Crips.